We see the data. Money is not moving to the sideline. Like cash reserves aren't necessarily increasing. So the money that would normally so when the stock market is troubled, there's a flight to safety. When something happens like what happened in Venezuela, that would typically trigger a flight to safety. A trigger, what does a flight to safety means? It means people pull money out of stocks because that's very, very volatile. They put it in bonds. They go to treasuries and they go something more safe. And we would typically see a big run downward on the 10-year treasury this morning, but we're not seeing it. And I tend to think that the market's a little drunk on a couple things right now. I think AI stocks, we see what's happening with them, and I think investors are hell bent on continuing to push capital that should be coming to us into bonds, into AI stocks. But I also think it could be compiled a little bit with the crash that we saw in cryptocurrency. We saw Bitcoin drop from what was at 122,000 down to 80,000. A lot of investors saw that as a massive buy opportunity. They saw it as not a halving, but pretty dang close to a halving. And if you get to that point where people have cash to push that would normally be pushed to safety, but there's opportunities they perceive as long-term investments that are still going to be somewhat safe. I think we're just seeing money being moved to areas where people are a little drunk on big returns rather than safe returns.